Good afternoon. I am Coach Esperancer of the Dallas Staryu, and this is our team builder video for the Red Division Championship match against the Hoopa Hotspurs, a team that beat us twice during the regular season. But they were very, very close 1-0 losses, and I do believe that we can beat the Hoopa Hotspurs this time around. If we lose, I'll have no regrets. It's been a tremendous season, but I do hope to win and move on to the Orange Cup Finals. So getting into Hoopa's team, Hoopa has Mega Scissor, Heatran, Keldeo, Ferrothorn, Goodra, Alakazam, Jolteon, Driplim, Quagsire, and Regirock. Now predicting Hoopa's team is actually very difficult because he's got a very solid team. He could bring any combination of the mons he has and it would be effective. And it's really just guesswork on what he could bring. So I need to have something for everything. But like always, he does have the 2 quad fire weaknesses, and he does have a very solid fighting weakness that I hope to exploit. I also need to make sure I actually have the proper move for Keldeo so that Keldeo doesn't sweep me again like he did the first 2 times that he faced us. First with the Choice Scarf set, and the second with the Subcom mindset. So I'm going to get into what I am bringing to this match. So first of all, I am bringing my boy Emboar here. And I am going to bring the substitute Emboar again. It worked out very well last week against Philadelphia, and you know, I think it'll actually work out very well against the Hoopa Hotspurs as well. It makes me wish I thought about it during weeks 5 and 6 when I faced him the first time, because I can set up a substitute on Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn can't do much to touch me. I mean, even Bulldoze isn't going to do that much. But I can set up that substitute, and then I can hit something very hard. Basically, if I can set up a substitute, something is most likely going to die. And he's not going to switch in Keldeo because I could be packing the Wild Charge. So, the moves I am packing are Flare Blitz, Low Kick, Grass Knot, and Substitute. Low Kick just does just as much as Superpower, but I will not have to suffer the attack drop. And specifically, it does as much as Superpower on Regirock, Ferrothorn, and Heatran, the Pokemon that I'm really targeting with this. Flare Blitz hits everything the hardest. In fact, it's going to be my hardest hitting move against the Keldeo at about 48%. And Grass Knot is for the Quagsire, because if Quagsire believes that I have the Grass Knot, I can set up a substitute on that as well. And I could even fake it that I don't have it by low kicking it and then Grass Knotting it the next turn, just in case he wants to switch out the Ferrothorn to scout the move or something like that. Grass Knot is contact, so I have to be careful because Ferrothorn could switch in on it and I'd take the Rocky Helmet and the Iron Barbage damage. And I don't want to get worn down too fast. We do have leftovers, 248 HP, 252 attack, and 8 in special defense. This is about the bulkiest I can be while being as offensive as possible. And we are a lonely nature, just so I don't have to take the special attack drop on Grass Knot, because Grass Knot, the special attack drop actually matters going against Quagsire. Next up we have the Captain, and the Captain is rocking a Choice Scarf this week. We have Dragon Rush, Flamethrower, Earthquake, and U-Turn. This is more of a physically offensive Hydreigon, but I do have Flamethrower for Mega Scissor and for Ferrothorn. It is my best move against them. It's better than Fire Fang, even without any investment in special attack. Dragon Rush will one-hit KO a 252 HP Goodra. Now if it has any other defense investment, then it won't one-hit KO. I do have to hope that I actually hit, because 75% accuracy is, you know, likely to miss sometimes. We have Earthquake for Heatran, but also it's a good all-around move to hit any of his Pokemon other than Driplim. And lastly, we have U-Turn. U-Turn for Momentum. Specifically, I want him to switch in Ferrothorn on the expected U-turns so that I can get a switch into Emboar for free and then I can set up a substitute and potentially take something down. That is the plan behind this. In fact, if we go over to Zeppelin, Zeppelin here is also rocking a Choice Scarf. In fact, I think it's the first time I've really run an offensive Zapdos, believe it or not. But this is Choice Scarf with 252 special attack, 144 HP, 112 speed. Discharge, I have U-turn, not Volt Switch, because I do not want Quagsire ruining my momentum. I have Hidden Power Grass for Quagsire, and I also have Defog, Scarf Defog. If it comes down to it, I can Defog Stealth Rocks away and get Mega Pinsir in. And you know, that could be useful later on in the match. I do typically use Mega Pinsir to clean up, and this could potentially help Mega Pinsir clean up. Next up we have Moonshine. Moonshine with 248 HP, 152 defense, 100 special defense, 8 special attack, and it's a calm nature. It's basically all around defensive. I did want it to be more specially defensive, but also be able to switch into physical hits. That's the reason why I gave it the spread it did. Hoopa does have more special offensive than he does physical offense, but Mega Scissor is nothing to scoff at if he does bring that, so I have to be careful. But I think the most likely things to try to check Cresselia are going to be Alakazam, possibly Driplim. But we have Psychic, we have Hidden Power Fire, Substitute, and Calm Mind. Hopefully I can set up Calm Minds. If I can get rid of Cresselia's checks, being Mega Scissor, Alakazam, Driplim, then I can start setting up Calm Minds and potentially win the game with Cresselia. I can set up on Keldeo this time because I do have the Psychic, and that is the stab that will hit Keldeo super effectively. He will not want to stay in against me. But that's my Moonshine. Next up we have Sir Dickpinch is making an appearance against the Hoopa Hotspurs. We did not bring him the first 2 times we faced him. But Sir Dickpinch, every time we brought him, we have won. In fact, fun fact, Sir Dickpinch was not killed at all this season. He has absolutely no deaths during the regular season and playoffs. So he's a little bit of a good luck charm. I think if we bring him, we will win. So I am bringing him with a little bit of an interesting set. It is a sub-Swords Dance set. I could potentially set up on Ferrothorn, but Gyro Ball will break my sub, so I have to, you know, hope he's going to go for a Thunder Wave or something like that. But we have Quick Attack and Close Combat, no Return, and I might end up regretting this because Return does 1-hit KO Max HP Goodra. It will 2-hit KO just about everything else on his team as well. But Close Combat also does a number against those same opponents, and if they outspeed me, I'm going to want a Quick Attack anyways, and one Swords Dance will enable me to 1-hit KO Alakazam. It will enable me to 1-hit KO Keldeo. I will do over 50% to Jolteon, not that I'd stay in on Jolteon, but I would do over 50% on Jolteon. Quagsire would be a little bit of an issue because I won't be able to 2-hit KO it unless I set up a Swords Dance. But Quagsire was unaware, it won't matter anyways. But if I get rid of Quagsire and I get Jolteon down, then if I get Swords Dance up, then Mega Pinsir can sweep up with Quick Attack and Close Combat, and that's the plan. Lastly, we have Jingles, and we are running dual screen Jingles. In fact, this is the first time all season that I brought dual screen on anything. And I have Pokemon that dual screen very well. Cresselia dual screens very well, Klefki does. But I think it's going to come in handy this week because Light Screen especially, it'll let me switch in on Keldeo, it'll let me switch in on Alakazam and not take the full brunt of their attacks. Reflect could potentially come in handy against Scissor. If Scissor wants to get cheeky with me and set up Swords Dances, I have Foul Play to kill it, because Foul Play after one Swords Dance will kill Mega Scissor. And lastly, I have Toxic, not Thunder Wave. And I'm running Toxic because he does have a lot of bulky Pokemon that I would like to wear down. Regirock is one of them, Quagsire. If we have a sub-Calm Mind Keldeo, I can Toxic before he sets up a substitute, and then that'll put a timer on Keldeo, which could be very useful. But that is my team. I do have the highest hopes that this team can prevail against the Hoopa Hotspurs. But like I said, win or lose, it's been a fantastic season. I could not ask for any better. I absolutely love the team that I drafted, that I played with this season. But if we do pull off the win, I look forward to facing the Bhutan Behemoths, the Yellow Division Championships, in the Orange Cup Finals next week. I am Coach Espelancer, and I am signing out. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave any comments down below. Subscribe to see more. Ladies and gentlemen, a new Staryu is rising.